morning. It is Tuesday, December 15th. A date 33 years ago that changed my life forever because I became a big sister. So yes, today is my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Ian. I love you. Wish we could be together so much. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I know I've shared this story before, but I'm gonna share it again. So the night before, I went to bed, an only child, and in the middle of the night there was a blizzard that knocked out the power. So I woke up late. This is a 7-year-old's memory, okay, of these events. So, woke up late. I remember I had a piece of bread with butter and jelly on it. It was grandma's strawberry jam, jelly, whatever. I can't remember what it was. That's what I had for breakfast, and then I had to walk to school in the snow. It wasn't uphill both ways, I promise. But I get to school, half the school had electricity, the other half did not. So they were trying to figure out how to get us all home, because we can't stay at school if we don't have electricity and heat. So they had most of the kids in the gym, actually all the kids in the gym, and we watched Frosty the Snowman. Then they dismissed us to classes. My classroom had electricity, so all the second graders were in my classroom. I remember it was packed full. And then they were trying to figure out, okay, we'll just put everybody back on their morning buses and send them home. Well, I didn't ride a bus in the morning. I rode a bus in the afternoon. Well, that bus had a different route in the morning. So they're trying to figure out how are we going to get Lori to her grandparents' house. I don't know. So, I think, I just think God had a hand in that. So they put me on the bus that I used to ride at the beginning of the school year when we still lived with my grandparents. And I remember I was trying to get on the bus. And the bus driver was like, "Who are you? What are you doing?" And I was like, "I need to get to this address." And I quoted, said my grandparents' address. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember you now." And so, get on the bus. And then, my grandparents lived out in the country. And so, the snow drifts were deep. For a little second grader, it was pretty bad. So, I remember trying to get through the snow drifts. This is Indiana, by the way, just so you know. We're still Midwest, so snowstorms can be bad. And I remember, okay, I'm getting close to the door. I need to look up because you're all hunched over, trying to block yourself from the wind. And as I get to the door opens and there's my mom. "What are you doing here? Why are you at Grandpa's house?" She's like, "Well, I had the doctor's appointment. The doctor said that the baby's coming today." Oh. And for the rest of the day, I don't really remember much. I just remember being really nervous. So I wasn't hungry. I didn't eat a lot for the rest of the day because I was nervous because my brother is coming today. Oh my gosh. And then I remember Grandma trying to feed me vegetable stew, which I was like, gross. And double gross because I'm nervous. And nauseous. It's yeah, I'm not eating that. I remember Grandma trying to feed it to me. And then I remember when they called and said that he was here. And oh goodness. And so Grandpa took me. I got a t-shirt at the gift shop before we went up that said, "I'm the big sister." And then I got to hold my brother when he was an hour old. And he was a big chunker, that's for sure. I remember trying to hold him. He was pretty big. Anyway. So yeah, today is the day I became a big sister. So happy birthday, Ian. So, big news today. The first vaccines were given out in Chicago. So, woohoo! I do plan on getting it when it's available to me. Of course, I'm no stranger to vaccines and different vaccines because Africa, you have to get a whole bunch of stuff. So, yeah, that's my plan. Also, one more thing I wanted to say. YouTube has decided not to notify me when people comment on my video. So for this whole last week, I'm like, nobody's commenting, nobody's saying anything. And then of course I asked for you to comment about what color I should start, which color I should cast on for Christmas Eve. No comments. I'm like, what? So then I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? So then, the comments are there. Don't worry, they're not, YouTube didn't delete them or anything. It's just I'm not being notified about it. So I have to go searching for your comments. And I will say that Tea Party on the Ceiling won hands down. So I will be casting that on Christmas Eve. So yeah, I'm trying to get this shawl done. So that way, I just kind of want to see how long, if I work monogamously on socks, how long it will take me to make a pair of socks. So, starting Christmas Eve, that's what I plan on doing. So, anyway. But first, we gotta get this shawl done. Knit faster, knit faster. No. So yeah. I do have the space heater on again today. Came in, it was even colder than yesterday. What is going on? So my boss talked with the landlord. Hopefully somebody will come soon. Although I noticed in my Facebook memories 4 years ago today, I was like, hey, they fixed the furnace at work. So it seems to be a running theme. Anyway. Also, just real quick, wanted to share with you my shawl that I'm wearing. So yeah, look at this lovely loveliness. So, and then the lace on the end there. Oh, it's so pretty. So this pattern is called the Comfort Shawl. It's by Yarnspirations. I'll have a link down below. It is made for a worsted weight, so when you're done, you have like a huge shawl to wrap up and be comforted in. Well, I found this gorgeous colorway. I got this at Stitches Midwest. It is from Destination Yarns. It is called Millennium Park, which is an exclusive Chicago colorway that she dyed just for Stitches Midwest. And I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. The blue, the navy is Valley Yarns navy, a regular navy. Just a cheap fingering that I could work in with this, because Any dyers are not cheap. So anyway, my shawl isn't very big. I have to pin it or use a shawl cuff. Oh, let's see if I can even get it unpinned. Maybe. Got it. So yeah, this is my little brooch that I like to wear and drop. Especially during the winter because it looks like a snowflake. Anyway, so yeah, my shawl is not very big, but it's still nice and warm. Okay. Yeah, so here is my pin. It looks very snowflakey. I was just watching a documentary on the crown jewels that the British royal family has, and of course I look at this, it's just costume jewelry, and it pales in comparison to what they have. Anyway, so yeah. And today's mask is Lilo and Stitch. You can see there's a good picture of Lilo. And there's Stitch playing the ukulele. And on the back side I have pineapples. I don't know why all of a sudden it's like I just want to watch Lilo and Stitch all the time. I don't know. Maybe it's just a comfort thing because, you know, 2020 craziness. But I do like Nani. She's a great older sister, you know? So, anyway. So now at this point you are supposed to form the cookie dough into balls and then freeze them. So you have these fat bombs. Or you can just eat it straight out of the bowl. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Good morning. So, it is Wednesday, December 16th. I'm running late, so why not record some more before I leave? Actually, I'm running late in my own head. It's not that I'm running late. So yeah, got my coffee ready. I have the crock pot turned on. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Before I go, just want to show you I have my persuasion shawl on today. In honor of my good friend Jane Austen. Today is her birthday. Yay! Just wanted to remind you, all my patterns are 50% off if you use the code Vlogmas 2020. All the details are down below in the description box. Also, I wanted to say, if you have issues with Ravelry, if you can't access it, it bothers you or whatever, email me. My email is linked down below. It's lorilulu327@gmail.com. Contact me and we'll get it figured out if you really want one of my patterns. So that's always something that you can do if you want a pattern. Anyway, and you can't access Ravelry. Okay. With that, I'm gonna head out the door now. So yeah, here I am with Jane. Happy birthday. Okay, so today is one of those days, you know? Get on the road, everything's fine, until I hit Kankakee County. Because I mean, I travel so far in my commute that the weather can be different from work to home. Get to Kankakee and it's snowing. Not bad, but there's a dusting and the roads are slick. Thankfully, I'm okay with driving in the snow. Just wasn't prepared this morning. Oh, need to slow down. Anyway. Yeah, so I made it to work safe. Thank goodness. You guys, I just made a yarn purchase. I know, so close to Christmas. I shouldn't have done it. But nobody's gonna buy it for me because nobody in my family follows Night Owl Fibers. Is that it? Night Owl Fibers? She does self-striping yarn. So yeah, I bought her January 2021 colorway, which is Friends. Oh yeah. Can't wait. Although it's not shipping till January 20th, so I've got a while. But I ordered a mini skein to go with it for heels, toes, and cuffs. She said you can request colors, like if you want contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs. You can just say what color you want. So I was like, because there's no purple in any of the stripes, and I was like, can you make it purple like Monica's apartment? I appreciate that. So I'll put in a picture here so you can see what it looks like. So, sitting in the Walmart parking lot waiting for my grocery pickup. I gotta say, I really, really like this, especially now with the pandemic. Don't have to go in Walmart. And then I need to get gas because I won't want to do it in the morning, and hopefully get a car wash because after that snow, yuck. Anyway, back to my Office Ladies podcast. So when I went to get the car wash, like show them my receipt that I paid for a car wash at the gas pump, put out this little drawer out through the door. She was like, just put your receipt in there. And then as she was pulling it in, the wind caught it. Yeah. Anyway. So, I'm just had a big disappointment. Not big, but you know. So, every Christmas, there is a Christkindl market. So it's a German craft market in downtown Chicago. So for the last 3 years, that's been like our new tradition, is to go downtown, go have lunch, go hang out with friends, you know, kind of thing, and then go to this market. It's open, it's cold, and you get hot chocolate, and it's wall-to-wall people because it's so packed. So of course, it's canceled this year. So we just got online because, you know, you can still order. They're still doing online orders. So we got online to order some ornaments. I wanted the Christkindl market mug, even though it wasn't going to have the year on it. It wasn't going to have a location on it because you're ordering it online. And then we think we're going to order hot chocolate as well. And I did say ornaments, right? Yeah. Anyway. So with all that, the shipping and handling and the tax was going to be $30 extra. No, thank you. So now 2020 is now taking Christkindl Market away from us. And we're both pretty bummed about it because we wanted to support them, but that's ridiculous. So anyway, and with that, I'm gonna sign off for the night. Console myself with some knitting. I can't even do hot chocolate because all my hot chocolate's gone. Man. Oh well. Cookie dough. That's what I'll do. I'll eat some cookie dough. There we go. Alright. Well, I hope you have a good night. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.